program there. I manage the student employment there. So I, like them, rely on public transportation. There I actually rely on public transportation to get to work, and I also rely on public transportation for the students to work off campus as well. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about how I rely on public transportation to get to work. Both my wife and I live off of 50th and Taylor's Ferry, so she works up at OHSU. She actually takes the 64 to OHSU every morning. Like the lady said before, it's a 5-year waiting list to get up to OHSU or to park up at OHSU, and even then it's $140 a month, so it's a much better option to take the bus up there anyways. And plus we like walking to the bus in the morning, and it's a nice way for us to kind of get some time with each other in the morning. And I then take the 43 to meet up at Taylor's Ferry in Terwilliger, and then hop on the 39 to get to Lewis and Clark, and then take the 39 back to the 43 to get back there. She then takes the 64 up to OHSU in the morning as well, and then we get back down. So that's kind of our daily commute. And then also I rely on student employment to get the students off working in the community, and we rely mainly on the 39. Actually, that is one of our main resources. What I do actually as the student employment manager is to get the students working off campus as much as possible. And as you know, or excuse me, you probably don't know this, I say this a lot, but one of the big things is with Lewis and Clark is the students aren't allowed a car their first 2 years on campus. They sit there, and we have very limited space on campus for those of you that haven't been on campus, so they aren't allowed a car. We have the shuttle that can take them from point A to point B, but we also have to mainly rely on the 39 bus line. And what I try to do as a student employment manager is actually one of my favorite things to do is to ride the 39 around and meet and get off on some of the places that are right along the bus line and just say, hey, there's the Hillsdale grocery store. Maybe you would be interested in hiring some of the students. You're right off the bus line. You are a part of this community. I would like to be a part of this community as well. And one of the things that I'm really worried about happening in the student employment realm is if the buses get cut on the weekend as proposed by the 39, potentially is that the students might not have a place to work, might not be able to get to their jobs on the weekend. And that's something that's really scary, because I've actually gone to all these places throughout Hillsdale, throughout these places that the 39 goes, especially just right down here. Where are we? Actually, where's Hillsdale? Behind me? Sorry. This way, wherever we are. So, like Pomona and Salvador Molly's, all these areas, I've created relationships with all these people, and they've agreed, instead of posting on Craigslist, instead of posting on Monster.com, they would, come to the Lewis and Clark job database and, agreed to hire the part-time jobs to the Lewis and Clark students, and kind of become a part of our community. And that's one of the things that actually really scares me if the 39 does go not on the weekends, which is something that is actually kind of scary for us. So that's something that I'm really saying, if the hours do become a little bit more limited, something that would become a little scary for us. So, just kind of a plea, like she was saying before, to think about this, how it's going to affect the students. Like they were saying before, I understand that there do have to be some setbacks, but also at the same time, there are people on the back burner trying to establish relationships for people to increase ridership. Though I may not be contacting you directly and saying this is what I'm doing to increase ridership, these relationships are being established to increase ridership. So, and as you can see, LC does love the 39. They made T-shirts and stuff, and we have some buttons back there for you if you want them too. So anyway, just part of my piece, and just wanted to let you know that we love the bus citizen. We also have, what I wanted to let you know, is the B39 Awesome Club too. And I just had to mention it. Too bad none of the other people from the B39 Awesome Club could be here. But we actually celebrate each other's birthdays on the bus, and it's fun. We have just a great time on the bus. I know that most people, when they get on the bus, just kind of sit there and read their books. But we actually have a great time. It's part of my family. They make us cakes. They buy us birthday presents, and we just have a great time. I really do see them as part of my family. And I know that's really kind of an odd thing to say about a bus, but it is a fun club. And you ask anybody that rides the bus at 8 in the morning and 4:30 at night on the 39, you ask our bus driver in the morning and the bus driver at night, and they'll tell you that they know about the B39 Awesome Club. So, we have a good time. So you go ahead and write that down in your notes. We have our B39 Awesome Club. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, that's all I have.
Do we have any other, I'm not aware of others who have signed up to comment.
I'm going to sign up if there, can I be next?
Yes, please
Or why
do.
don't I catch the bus? Do I need to go sign up?
Go ahead.
I'll sign up on my way out.
That's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Please just give us your name and spell it for the record. Thank you.
I'm Dorothy Fay, and I ride Trimet all the time. I'm an advocate for Bus 39. We need that service. It's ridiculous if you don't service a college. There are many, many riders there. And I think the reason fewer people ride from the neighborhood is because they've become discouraged with cut after cut. Anyway, I think instead of having a meeting to discuss cuts, we should have a meeting to discuss how to find more funding. That's all I say.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak at this time?
I have a question. Did I use my whole 3 minutes?
Yes?
Darn. You can use my 3 minutes.
Well, we'll take a 10-minute break at this point and reconvene at 5:20. The hearing will close at 7 p.m. and staff will remain available until 7 p.m. to hear comment from other persons who may join later in the evening. And again, information and resources regarding the service reduction proposal is available at the sign-in desk, and you may submit written comments at the sign-in table. Thank you for your participation and comments up to this point.
Yes.